you're drifting off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids.
Please baseball.
The Northwoods Baseball Radio Network presents Sleep Baseball. Tonight, from Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan, it's the Cadillac Cars hosting the Tomah Tigers of Tomah, Wisconsin. And now, the voice of the Quint Cities, Wally McCarthy. Hello again, friends. It's Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan, as the Cars host the Tigers of Tomah, Wisconsin. And this evening, some folks from the Wexford County Zoological Society are joining us to celebrate the 40th birthday of McSnappy, the famous local snapping turtle. And he'll be taking the mound with a helper to throw out the first pitch. And it is a perfect night for a ball game here in Cadillac. 72 degrees at game time with a light breeze blowing in from left center. Let's take a look at the starting nine for the visiting Tomah Tigers. Schmitty Diaz will lead off in center field. Second baseman Vaughn Kramer will bat second. Batting third, first baseman Ernesto Stern. Bert Sessions is in the cleanup spot this evening. He's at third base. Batting fifth, right fielder Bruford Kosinski. Left fielder Prudence Jefferson will bat sixth. Batting seventh, catcher Clifton Santiago. Shortstop Sharky Bush will bat eighth. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Zach Valentine. This is Valentine's debut with the Tigers. He was recently signed by Tigers owner Harry Fukuda. Mr. Fukuda spotted him pitching at an exhibition game at Fort McCoy near Tomah, and he signed him on the spot. And the Tigers are managed by notorious hothead Yuki Fukuda. Those are the Tigers. Here are the Cadillac Cars. Fritz Ortega will lead off in center field. Left fielder Gilligan Parker will bat second. Batting third, Shiny Patterson. He'll be at third base. Right fielder Gabriel Palomar will be in the cleanup spot this evening. First baseman Philip Nakamura will bat fifth. Batting sixth, second baseman Flipper Cortez. Shortstop Pinky Slauson will bat seventh. Batting eighth, catcher Giovanni Gasparo. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Blinky Malone. Malone enters tonight's contest with a record of 9-4 with a 4.21 ERA. And the Cars are managed by veteran skipper Bud Powell. And before we're underway here at Foghorn Field, it's time for producer Phil to pull a name out of the fishbowl for tonight's Instagram winner. If you'd like your name to go into the fishbowl, head over to sleepbaseball.com and follow us on Instagram, if that's the kind of thing you're into. And tonight's winner is Rebecca S. Congratulations, Rebecca. We'll be in touch on Instagram to sort out the exciting details. And now, Sarah from the Wexford County Zoological Society will escort McSnappy to the mound. And he gets a nice reception from the crowd. And Sarah's pitch was a perfect strike with some impressive break on it. If Harry Fukuda is at the game tonight, he might make Sarah an offer. And crew chief B.R. Montebianco says play ball. So we are underway here at Foghorn Field. And Schmitty Diaz steps in against Blinky Malone. Righty against lefty. And Malone deals. And that's hit to deep center. Ortega racing after it. And he makes the catch on the warning track for the first out of the inning. And here's Vaughn Kramer with one away and the base is empty. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fly ball to center. Ortega is under it. And he's got it for out number 2. And that will bring up Ernesto Stern with 2 down and nobody aboard. Another righty-righty matchup. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. And that slider runs low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he checks his swing on a high heater. 2-1. And the 2-1. And that fastball is called a strike. 2-2. and the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt, and Stern is down on strikes for out number 3. Three up, 3 down for Blinky Malone in the opening frame, and after a half, it's Tigers nothing, Cars coming up. Here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, it's Dana Dedrick, and I'm thrilled to bring you Love Notes, where we blend the best of smooth jazz and relationship advice to create a cozy late-night listening experience. Finding love and keeping it doesn't have to be so mysterious. Tune in weeknights at 10 p.m. to unwind with some mellow melodies and get tips on how to build and maintain healthy relationships. Love Notes, weeknights at 10 p.m. on WSLP, Big Rapids.
Bottom of the first inning here at Foghorn Field on this beautiful night for a ball game. We are scoreless here in Cadillac, and Fritz Ortega will step in against Zach Valentine. Righty against righty. And Valentine's pitch. And he looks at a fastball for a called strike 1. And the 0-1. And that fastball misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that's a soft liner over the head of a leaping Kramer. And Ortega is aboard with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the first. So a runner on first and nobody out for Gilligan Parker. Righty against lefty. And Valentine from the stretch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slashed foul off to the right. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply to short. Bush to second for 1, over to first in time. And that's a 6-4-3 double play. And that will bring up Shiny Patterson with 2 down and the bases empty. Patterson is a switch hitter and he'll bat left against Valentine. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball paints the corner for a called strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Up and in with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a low slider, and Patterson strikes out to end the inning. And with 1 in the books, we are scoreless here in Cadillac. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the second inning here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. It's Wally McCarthy and producer Phil reporting. It's a scoreless contest here, and Bert Sessions will step in for the Tigers against Blinky Malone. Sessions is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Malone. And the pitch. Popped foul and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hit in the air to center field. Ortega is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And that will bring Bruford Kaczynski to the plate. Righty against lefty. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hammered to deep right center. Still going back. And that one is going to sail over the wall. And that's a long, lazy home run. And the Tigers are on the board here in the second. And it's a 1-0 ball game. And here's Prudence Jefferson with one away and nobody on. Righty against lefty. And the pitch. Fastball, high and tight. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that one is fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball into left field. Parker is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And Clifton Santiago steps in, righty against righty. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounder to short. Slauson scoops it up and fires to first to retire Santiago to end the inning. But the Tigers are on the board thanks to a solo home run by Bruford Kaczynski. And after 1.5, it's Tigers 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with more baseball after these words on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10.3 AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10.3 AV.
And welcome back with us from Foghorn Field here in Cadillac. The Tigers lead 1-0 as we begin the bottom of the second. The Cars will bring the heart of the order to the plate against Zach Valentine. And Gabriel Palomar steps in, righty against lefty. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And he does not offer at that high fastball. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Slider misses low, and Valentine falls behind 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch. Fastball called a strike. 3-1. And the 3-1. Roller to short. Bush is up with it and tosses to first to retire Palomar for out number 1. And here's Philip Nakamura with 1 away and the bases empty. Righty against lefty. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that one grazes his shoulder. Nakamura gets hit by the pitch, and he'll trot on down to first. So a runner on first and 1 away for Flipper Cortez. Cortez is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Valentine. And Valentine from the stretch. Hard grounder through the left side, and Cortez is aboard with a 1-out single. And here's Pinky Slauson with runners on first and second and 1 away. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Bouncer to third. Sessions has it and steps on third to retire Nakamura. The throw to first is not in time. Runners on first and second now. 2 outs for Giovanni Gasparo. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Hammered foul and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball down low, 1-1. The 1-1. Fastball called a strike, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low slider, and Gasparo strikes out to end the inning. The Cars strand a pair, and they do not score. And with 2 in the books, it remains Tigers 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with the 3rd inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, friends. This is Billy the Burro Brello. I'm proud to announce that there's a brand new WSLP gift shop with all your favorite gear from around the league. Available now at sleepbaseball.com. While you're there, you can also sign up for Wally's World, Mr. McCarthy's infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter, and become a member of the WSLP fan club. Listener-supported WSLP at sleepbaseball.com. Tell them the Burra sent you.
Top of the 3rd inning here in Cadillac at Foghorn Field. The Tigers leading 1-0, and they'll bring the 8-9 and 1 hitters to the plate against Blinky Malone. And Sharky Bush steps in, righty against righty. And Malone's pitch. Fastball called a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1. And that one is lined into shallow right. And that will drop into the gap for a base hit. So a runner on first and nobody out for Zach Valentine. Righty against righty. And Malone from the stretch. And a snap throw to first, and that's in time. And Bush is picked off first for out number 1. And now the pitch to Valentine. Fastball misses low, 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball cut on and missed, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hammered foul and into the stands. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Valentine is down on strikes for out number 2. And here's Schmitty Diaz at the top of the Tigers' order. Diaz flied out in the first. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. And that fastball runs inside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball high and outside. 2-1. And the 2-1. Slider in the dirt. 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Fastball called a strike. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Fastball called strike 3. And Diaz strikes out to end the inning. We've played 2.5, and it remains Tigers 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, this is producer Phil. Everyone here at the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network would love to welcome the Lake City Loons into the fold. Now you might be thinking that the Lake City Loons were named after the bird, but actually they were named after Lake City resident Daniel Loon, who was famous for his pirate hat and the $3 bowls of spaghetti he'd sell from his front yard. Tipping my hat to all of you there at the Lake City area. This is producer Phil. Thanks for joining us.
Wally McCarthy and producer Phil from Foghorn Field for the bottom of the third. The Tigers leading 1-0. The Cars will bring the 9-1 and 2 hitters to the plate against Zach Valentine. And Blinky Malone steps in. Righty against righty. And the pitch. flashed foul and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball called a strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And that fastball misses high. 1-2. And the 1-2. Curveball runs inside. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball called strike 3. And here's Fritz Ortega at the top of the Cadillac order with one away and nobody on. Ortega had a base hit in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Grounder to second. Kramer has it and flips to first to retire Ortega for out number 2. And Gilligan Parker steps in. Parker grounded into a double play in the first inning. And the pitch. Curveball low and outside. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball high and tight. 2-0. And the 2-0. Fouled back and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Chopper to third. Sessions is up with it, and he fires to first in time to retire Parker to end the inning. The Cars go down in order here in the third, and it remains Tigers 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with the fourth inning in a moment, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
Top of the fourth inning here at Foghorn Field on this beautiful night for a ball game. The Tigers lead 1-0, and Vaughn Kramer will step in against Blinky Malone. Kramer flied out in the first inning. And Malone deals. Breaking ball called strike one. And the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air to right center field. Ortega drifting over. And he makes the catch for out number one. And here's Ernesto Stern with one away and the bases empty. Stern struck out in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball high and tight. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hard grounder up the middle. And that one gets through the infield for a base hit. And Stern is aboard with a one-out single. And Bert Sessions will step in with a runner on and one away. And Malone from the stretch. Hammered foul and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Bender called a strike on the corner. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air to deep center. Ortega racing back. And he makes the catch on the warning track. Stern tags at first, and he's going to beat the throw to second. So a runner on second and two down for Bruford Kaczynski. Kaczynski had a solo home run in the second inning. And the pitch. Fastball runs low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball misses outside. 2-0. And now they're going to intentionally walk Kaczynski. And Prudence Jefferson will step in with runners on first and second and 2 down. Jefferson flied out in the second. And the pitch. Slashed foul and out of play. 0-1. The 0-1. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. And the 0-2. Fastball misses just a bit outside. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to right center. Palomar calling for it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. The Tigers strand a pair and they do not score. And after 3.5, it remains Tigers 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back in a bit with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from Foghorn Field for the bottom of the fourth. The Tigers leading 1-0. The Cars will bring the 3, 4, and 5 hitters up against Zach Valentine. And Shiny Patterson will step in. Patterson struck out in the first. And Valentine's pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Slider down and in. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Changeup called a strike. 2-1. And the 2-1. Bouncer up the middle. Kramer has it and flips to first to retire Patterson for the first out of the inning. And Gabriel Palomar steps in. Palomar grounded out in the second. And the pitch. Fastball called strike one. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Grounder to second. Kramer is there, and he tosses to first to retire Palomar for out number 2. And here's Philip Nakamura with 2 down and the bases empty. Nakamura was hit by a pitch in the second inning. And the pitch. Fastball misses wide. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 2-1. And the 2-1. Breaking ball misses low. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Valentine calling for it, and he makes the catch to end the inning. Zach Valentine sets them down in order here in the bottom of the fourth, and with 4 in the books, it remains Tomah 1, Cadillac nothing. We'll be back with the 5th inning in a moment here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey kids, this is Blake Rederson. I'm here at Ted's Fishing World, and I just want to say they've got some great deals for people that like to fish or wish they could fish. They have reels, and they have lures, and they have bait. RLB, they call it. You can get the RLB specials 25% off if you mention my name, Blink Rederson. Ted's Fishing World. If fishing's in your head, trust Ted. Ted.
Top of the fifth inning here in Cadillac at Foghorn Field. The Tigers lead 1-0, and they'll bring the 7, 8, and 9 hitters to the dish against Blinky Malone. And Clifton Santiago steps in. Santiago grounded out in the second inning. And Malone's pitch. Bouncer to short. A routine play for Slauson. And he tosses to first to retire Santiago for out number 1. And Sharky Bush steps in with 1 away and the base is empty. Bush had a base hit in the second inning. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to shallow left. Parker is under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And here's Zach Valentine with 2 down and nobody aboard. Valentine struck out in the third inning. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hammered foul and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low slider. And Valentine strikes out to end the inning. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Blinky Malone. And after 4.5, it remains Tigers 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
is Salty Sal of Salt City Confections. In addition to our world-famous popcorn balls, try our bonbons, rock candy, and nut-covered sweetmeats. We're located on the Manistee River Walk next to the world's largest cupcake. Salt City Confections, your confection connection.
The Tigers holding on to a 1-0 lead here in Cadillac as we begin the bottom of the 5th. And Flipper Cortez will step in against Zach Valentine. Cortez had a base hit in the 2nd inning. And Valentine's pitch. Hard grounder to short. Bush is up with it, and he fires to first to retire Cortez for out number 1. And here's Pinky Slauson with 1 away and the bases empty. Slauson reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. And the pitch. Curveball down and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. Looper up the middle, and that one falls in for a base hit. And Slauson is aboard with a 1-out single. And Giovanni Gasparo steps in with a runner on and 1 away. Gasparo struck out in the 2nd. And the pitch. Hit in the air to shallow left. And that one falls into the gap for a base hit. So runners on 1st and 2nd and 1 away for Blinky Malone. Malone struck out in the 3rd. And Valentine from the stretch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slider misses inside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball taken low. 2-1. And the 2-1. Bunted in front of the plate. Santiago to 3rd for 1. Long throw to 1st in time to retire Malone to end the inning. Score that one 2-5-4. The Cars do not score, and with 5 in the books, it remains Tigers 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with the 6th inning in a moment here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
You know me. This is Ed Uncle Hat. It makes sense that Lake City would have the finest water ski emporium in the world, because Lake City is the home of water skiing. It's where it was invented. I want to tell you about the good folks at Samuelson's Ski Shop there in Lake City. They got everything you need for water skiing. Skis, cable parks, life jackets, soft shells. You know the drill. Why don't you go on into Samuelson's Ski Shop and tell them that Uncle Hat said hi.
Top of the 6th inning here on a perfect evening at Foghorn Field. The Tigers leading 1-0, and they'll bring the top of the order up as Schmitty Diaz steps in against Blinky Malone. Diaz is 0 for 2 this evening. And Malone's pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball down low. 1-1. The 1-1. Slider bounces in the dirt. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Popped up to shallow right. Cortez calling for it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Vaughn Kramer with 1 away and nobody aboard. Kramer 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hit in the air to shallow right. Ortega racing in. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Base is empty. 2 down for Ernesto Stern. Stern is 1 for 2 this evening with a base hit in the 4th. And the pitch. Fastball runs wide. 1-0. And the 1-0. Off speed pitch, misses low, 2-0. And now the 2-0. Fastball called a strike, 2-1. The 2-1 offering. Hard grounder up the middle, and that one gets past a diving Slauson. And Stern is aboard with a 2-out single. So a runner on first and 2 down for Bert Sessions, who is 0 for 2 this evening. And Malone from the stretch. Fastball cut on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1. Slashed foul and out of play. 0-2. And the 0-2. Changeup misses upstairs. 1-2. The 1-2. Slider in the dirt. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Sessions strikes out to end the inning. After 5.5, it remains Tigers 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is the Reverend Ira Gay for the Buckstop Inn Community Theater. I hope you'll join me for their production of Our Town. The Buckstop Inn Community Theater. Making things happen.
Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from Foghorn Field here in Cadillac, Michigan. Tomah leading Cadillac 1-0 as we begin the bottom of the 6th. And Fritz Ortega will step in at the top of the Cars' order against Zach Valentine. Ortega is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the first. And Valentine's pitch. fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Another outside fastball. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. And that fastball is called a strike. 2-1. And the 2-1. Hammered foul down the first base line. 2-2. The 2-2. Breaking ball misses just outside, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Slider misses low, and Ortega is aboard with a leadoff walk. So a runner on first and nobody out for Gilligan Parker, who is 0 for 2 this evening. And Valentine from the stretch. Fastball brushes him back. 1-0. And the 1-0. Another inside fastball. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a high drive, deep left field. And that one is going to sail over the wall. And that's a lazy 2-run homer for Gilligan Parker. And the Cars pull ahead 2-1. Bases cleared, still nobody out for Shiny Patterson. Patterson is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a looping curveball. 0-2. The 0-2. And that's a slider in the dirt. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Jefferson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And that will bring Gabriel Palomar to the plate. He's 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Hammered foul and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball runs inside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard grounder up the middle, and that one squeaked through the infield for a base hit. Runner on first, one away for Philip Nakamura. And Valentine from the stretch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Roller to short. Bush to second for 1, over to first in time. And that's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. But the Cars pull ahead thanks to a 2-run blast by Gilligan Parker. And with 6 in the books, it's Cars 2, Tigers 1. We'll be back with the 7th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 7th here in Cadillac at Foghorn Field. Cadillac leading Tomah 2-1, and Bruford Kaczynski will step in against Buddy Malone. Kaczynski had a solo home run in the 2nd and walked in the 4th. And Malone's pitch. Bouncer back to the mound. Malone scoops it up and tosses to first to retire Kaczynski for the first out of the inning. And Prudence Jefferson will step in with 1 away and the bases empty. Jefferson is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slider misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball runs inside. 2-1. And the 2-1. And he checks his swing on a low slider. 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Liner to left. And that one falls into the gap for a base hit. So a runner on first and one away for Clifton Santiago. Santiago is 0 for 2 this evening. And now there's some kind of commotion in the outfield. Fritz Ortega is on the run towards the infield. And it appears that McSnappy is on the field. And I must admit I'm a bit surprised that a 40-year-old snapping turtle was capable of moving that fast. Players from both teams hustling now towards the safety of the dugouts. And McSnappy is still at large. And now Sarah, his helper, is on the field. And she's going to gingerly scoop him up. And she'll get a nice round of applause from fans and players alike. All right, the players returning to their spots on the field. A runner on first, one away for Clifton Santiago. And Malone's pitch. Skied to right field. Palomar will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And Sharky Bush steps in with 2 down and a runner on first. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slashed foul off to the right. 0-2. and the 0-2 offering. Bouncer to short. Slauson has it and fires to first to retire Bush to end the inning. The Tigers do not score, and as we head into the stretch, it remains Cars 2, Tigers 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Jen Fredner, Mayor of Big Rapids. I'd like to invite you to tune in to the Quint Cities Celebrity Golf Invitational, or even better, join us in person. Guests include Galvin McLeod Jr., Blinky Malone, Fritz Ortega, oh, and did I mention Beans Captain Bender Sorensen? Join me, Jet Fredner, Quint City Celebrity Golf Invitational, only on WSLP.
And welcome back for the bottom of the 7th inning here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. The Cars leading 2-1. And they'll bring the 6, 7, and 8 hitters to the plate against Zach Valentine. And Flipper Cortez will step in. Cortez is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the second. And the pitch. And look out, that one plunks him on the arm, and he'll trot down to first. So a runner on first and nobody out for Pinky Slauson. And Valentine from the stretch. Fastball misses inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled off to the right. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball caught on and missed. 1-2. And the 1-2. Off-speed pitch misses low. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. And Slauson is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. And here's Giovanni Gasparo with a runner on and one away. Gasparo is 1 for 2 this evening. Cortez takes his lead at first. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-1. And the 1-1. Hard grounder to short. Bush to second for 1. Over to first in time. And that's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. The Cars do not score, and with 7 in the books, it remains Cars 2, Tigers 1. We'll be back with the 8th inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed Uncle Hat. My good friends at Ed Horn's House of Sleep asked me to drop by and talk to you a minute about their mattresses and other sleep-related items. Beds, headboards, nightcaps, and essential oils. They just added the essential oils last week. Ed Orn's wife, Beatrice, got over there, and she's really into the essential oils. She makes her own. They have a few little tubs out back. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Ed Orn's House of Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Orn's House of Sleep. Ed Orn.
Top of the 8th here in Cadillac at Foghorn Field. The Cars leading the Tigers 2-1. And the Tigers will bring in Simon Hashimoto to pinch hit for Zach Valentine. Blinky Malone returns to the mound for the Cars. Righty against lefty. And Malone's pitch. Pulled fair down the left field line. And Hashimoto is aboard with a leadoff single. And Schmitty Diaz will step in at the top of the Tigers' order. Diaz is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he bounces a slider in the dirt. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Nakamura calling for it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Vaughn Kramer with a runner on and 1 away. And Malone from the stretch. And he does not offer at that high heater. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Slider misses outside. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a looping curveball. And Kramer is down on strikes for out number 2. And that will bring up Ernesto Stern with 2 down and a runner on first. Stern is 2 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Curveball misses inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Smashed foul and into the stands. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he fouls another one off. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Grounder to first. Nakamura will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to retire Stern to end the inning. The Tigers do not score, and after 7.5, it remains Cars 2, Tigers 1. We'll be back in a moment with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Timbuk 3 AV, specializing in Betamax and multi-vision DVD. only such service in the Quint City area. Timbuk3 AV.
We are having ourselves a pitcher's duel this evening here at Foghorn Field. The Cars lead the Tigers 2-1 as we enter the bottom of the eighth. And Charlie Tate will step into the box to pinch hit for Blinky Malone. On the mound for the Tigers is left-handed relief pitcher Miguel Rockford. Lefty against righty. And the pitch. Slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Skied foul and into the stands. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fastball brushes him back. 2-2. And the 2-2. Fastball misses very high, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Slider just misses inside, and Charlie Tate is aboard with a leadoff walk. And that will bring up Fritz Ortega at the top of the Cadillac order. Ortega is 2 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Bouncer foul off to the right. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball down and in. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Bouncer to second. Kramer to second for 1. Back to first just in time to retire Ortega. And that's a 4-6-3 double play. And here's Gilligan Parker with 2 down and the base is empty. Parker had a 2-run homer in the 6th inning. And Rockford's pitch. And he does not offer at that high fastball. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. And the 1-1. Slider misses low. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Diaz will have room. And he makes the catch to end the inning. The Cars do not score, and with 8 in the books, it remains Cars 2, Tigers 1. We'll be back with the 9th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Giovanni Gasparo. When I was a kid, we did all kinds of crazy things, like to stand on our heads and eat a cracker. Later, some of my friends had turned to their drugs, and all kinds of things happened to them. This has been Giovanni Gasparo with the PSA for WSLP.
Top of the 9th inning here at Foghorn Field. The Cars leading 2-1, and they'll bring right-handed closer Burgess Hepburn to the mound to try to put this one to bed. And Bert Sessions steps in. Sessions is 0 for 3 this evening. And Hepburn's pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball misses inside. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1. Another one fouled off and out of play. 2-2. And the 2-2. Grounder to second. Cortez is up with it, and he flips to first to retire Sessions for out number 1. And that will bring up Bruford Kaczynski with one away and the base is empty. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball down and in. 1-1. And the 1-1. Slider chopped foul. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Slauson is camped under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And here's Prudence Jefferson with 2 down and the base is empty. Top of the 9th, Cars leading 2-1. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slider paints the corner for a called strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. And that slider's in the dirt. 1-2. And the 1-2 to Jefferson. High fastball swung on and missed. And Jefferson strikes out to end the ball game. So the Cars take this one at home by a score of 2-1. Blinky Malone notches another win, so he improves to 10-4 on the year. Burgess Hepburn gets the save for the Cars. Zach Valentine takes the loss in his league debut. And for the visiting Tomah Tigers, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. And for the victorious Cadillac Cars, 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Producer Phil and I will be back with the post-game show in a moment here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.